Welcome back to Operation Pixel. We just reached level 2 after spending a long time looking for one item we missed on the previous floor. And I think we're currently talking about movies.
Yep, the darker side of Disney.
Well, actually, I was going to bring up, just as a separate topic, sort of. I'll watch out for that bomb. I don't know if it's by Disney. There was one movie I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Quest for Camelot. That's what it was. Do you ever see that one?
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
as a kid.
I really liked that one as a kid. I think I watched it when I was an adult, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not as good as I remember it being." But yeah, no, when I was a kid, I loved that movie.
I really like that song that guy was singing when she first meets him in the woods.
Yeah, I can't remember the song, 'cause it's been a while. But
it's like I know each.
Oh
tree,
yeah.
I know each their breath.
Something.
Something.
There you go. It's sort of like a hippie druid.
Kind of like a Celtic-y type feel to it.
But yeah, man, I don't know what it was about that movie. Maybe that was the first time I'd seen like the kind of like blind warrior trope.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just there was something about it that was like there was this grand adventure to it.
It was pretty.
The blind warrior.
King Arthur.
Oh, I'm full of crap.
What? You can't hold anymore?
Probably can. I just need to reorganize. Oh, I guess we finished cleaving through the men. Now we're on to the women. Which, by the way, in Drow society, they are a matriarchy.
Oh.
The women have all the power.
Hey, ladies. I think you're liking this, liking them some more. Matriarchal society right there.
Yeah, they're still pretty messed up, though. Like I said, they're big into slaves. And murder. And other nasty things. Okay, so, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I've got 180 pounds of crap. Where are you at right now? Just so I know if you need to go sell. Yeah,
I'm
you're getting
about,
there.
7.8 pounds away.
So we could probably go sell, especially go pick up a few things. I don't know if I want to... We just started this episode, and we're like, alright, let's go do something really boring. Don't forget to pick up these arrows, man.
Oh, jeez.
You can't sit there and complain about being out of arrows, and then, like, oh, look, arrows, and you're like, I'm just gonna leave them there.
So what was the last thing we were saying? We were talking about,
Quest for Camelot.
Yeah, Quest for Camelot. I like that, because, I like the whole tale of, like, King Arthur and all that stuff. And all
Oh, yeah, Arthurian lore's kind of neat.
And,
it's kind of interesting to see all the different versions of it that have come out over the years. Yeah, I guess we'll just recall really quick so we can talk about that while we're selling stuff.
Yeah, I like that movie, and I like how he got like that one potion and he like fused weapons with all its
Oh, with all the minions.
Yeah.
That's right, the villain guy in that was like pretty
making like a chicken with an axe head.
Uh-huh.
Never will you see such fine steel as
Oh,
you
man.
will in this shop.
Yeah, I didn't know how far that movie went. I actually don't know. I don't think that's a Disney movie. I'm not sure. It might be a Disney movie. If it is, it's definitely a lesser known Disney movie. It's not one of their, like, what was... I don't remember the main character's name. It might have even been, like, something weird like Kaylee. Kaylee, for some reason, sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, somehow that sounds right. Something like that.
But, yeah. I don't know. I don't think she's listed among Disney princesses ever that I've seen. Not that I spend a lot of time looking at lists of Disney princesses.
If you're in need of a weapon,
Disney
come to the
princesses.
right place.
But yeah, I really like that one, and I like when they like toss that like one fat guy into the pot and they toss a couple flails and he had like flails for arms.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, his monster creatures were pretty cool.
And then I think he took Excalibur or some sword and he like fused it with his own hand.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Rotated around.
Yeah, that guy was malicious. Oh man, really quick, I'm just gonna look that up while you finish buying and selling crap. Because I'm already done. Because I'm mostly just curious if that was a Disney movie. Alright, quest
so close. Need 6,000. 6,500 more. Then I can have my dagger meet the
Have you finished selling? You're still at like 116 pounds. You cleared up like no space.
Swords, axes,
what are you carrying?
We have more than enough weapons for everyone.
Oh, I have like a
man, you
heals.
need to cast some spells, bro. Get down there and just burn that mana.
36 pounds of mana.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll have to do some burninating, folks.
Alright, so interestingly here, so I'm looking at, like, on Google here on my phone, and it's telling me right now, because this is what I said, right? The movie isn't very good after I rewatched it as an adult. You got a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, jeez.
And a 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. But it also says here, 94% like this movie from Google users. So, it's not very good, but people still like it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, her name is Kaylee.
Woot!
Yeah.
Sound effects.
Alright, so...
Got those on this show.
You know, I don't see Disney listed on here anywhere. I feel like that would be, like, blazed all over this here. If it was a Disney film.
Do you see it in the art when you look at the...
No. Yeah, I don't think it's a Disney film. I guess that's not too surprising. Yeah, it says something like the film was released by Warner Bros., so it's probably not Disney. Anyways, not that that's a big deal or anything, I was just curious. And now I know.
Yeah, but I like that movie. I like the
well, I'm glad I
wasn't the dragons.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. And apparently 94% of Google users agree with me. Of course, probably the only people who look up that movie are people who like it. You know what I mean? Who goes out of their way to be like, let's go look at like a 1994 freaking... I don't know if that's the year that was on that movie. Yeah, I don't typically go out of my way. That was another one I actually rewatched recently on... oh, jeez, there's a lot in there. On Netflix that I hadn't seen in a long time. That I grew up watching a lot. Was the old Lost in Space movie. You ever see that one?
Yeah, I think I've seen it like a long time ago.
There was like an evil Smith guy who like turned the robot to destroy the ship. And then he gets stuck on the ship with them. And then they have to save the ship. And the robot's like, "Danger, Will Robinson, danger!" It's the classic line. But yeah, I don't know. I rewatched that one and I was like, wow, this is not as good as I remember it being.
It's interesting how that is. I mean, like especially like with special effects and movies, how they are, and how things are changing, and how things seem more real now. When you watch movies and you watch like old films, you think like it's so amazing when you watch it initially.
Well, it's not about special effects. It's not even really about like quality and stuff, because like. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, the CG and stuff changes over time, and you're like, wow, like, Jurassic Park holds up really well, and so does Alien, and then you watch something else, and you're like, ooh, really, this was good?
Oh, jeez.
Like, you know, yeah, that happens, but, like, I'm more interested in, like, the story, just, like, the overall quality of it. Nope, you got ahead of me, now I can't get past.
Yeah. But it's just just amazing how things have progressed, and how back before we look at it now, it's like, oh, it's poor quality, oh, it's this now that we have so much.
Well,
but
what I was getting at really is just that, like, I mean, I like to strive for quality in everything I do. Like, I'm still looking into ways to try and make, like, Operation Pixel, like, a higher quality content. That would be my ideal. So, you know, it's like... Oh, jeez. Died. Alright, but there's a save point right there.
Sweet.
But yeah, so... You know, it's an obsession with quality. And as such, I found an interest for myself in things like story writing, storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, art, composition. Not musical composition, I don't know anything about music. There's another passage back. Let's go check that other passage really quick, because this way's still continuing. There's a save point and everything. But yeah, man, so now that I know things about, like, essentially how to write a decent story and how to write quality characters, because, like, when I was a kid, you don't really have as much perspective. Like, you know, when you see Quest for Camelot there and you get characters that are like the blind fighter guy, you're like, oh, this is new and interesting and cool. And then maybe you grow up and you're like, oh, there's like dozens of those characters. It's kind of cliche, and he doesn't even pull it off well, maybe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it's not necessarily that the movie became worse or didn't hold up. It's that my perspective has changed enough that I can recognize that it was never probably all that good.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was trying to get at. There are definitely times where you can see movies that have not aged well. I remember at one point someone was telling me about, maybe it was just like on a podcast or something, I don't remember. But I heard about like a joke book from like the 1920s, and like so many of the jokes were like really offensively misogynistic or like questionably racist.
Yeah.
Like this is not okay. But you know, it's just what the times were. Like, whoa,
potions everywhere.
Holy crap. So yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, was times change. But yeah, I've definitely seen occasions where there's like, oh jeez, you died again.
What? Damn.
You gotta watch out for these Spider Queen priestesses. Oh god, there's a pit there!
That might explain it. Gotta watch out for those pits.
I hope we saved recently.
I think we did. I'm hoping we did.
Yeah, me too.
I think so.
Oh god, this is a ways back. We passed at least 2 more like save points after this. Why didn't I hit them? Why didn't you hit them?
Dang you! No, man, why?
Too busy talking about quality. Alright, it's fine. We'll come back next time on Operation Pixel. We'll probably have spent our skill points. And then we'll get back to where we were. And not fall off cliffs. Because that sucks.
And cliffs are the new doors.